Hi, Taurus. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless reading. This is a general reading. It is a past, present, future reading for my sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's been newly guided here. I am going to timestamp each of the sections so you can take a look at that. If you want to go back and listen to something or you want to skip ahead, whatever you'd like. Spirit, I'm here with my Taurus. I would love for you to share with me the past. What was it about the past that we learned our lessons, that we brought into our present? What is it that you want to remind us of? Anything that you want us to be thinking about from the past? I am listening for you now. I have research. Before you make your next move, it's important to do some exploring. Okay, so letting to know. I'm going to put the research more into the education category, advanced education, studying. They're saying it defines you, okay, that this particular education some of you chose. It could be I do believe that. I think that some careers definitely define who you are. I mean, if I say to somebody I'm a psychic medium, they know what that means and what I'm doing for a living. So whatever you chose in your field of study, they're saying somehow has defined you, and that was a choice that you made, and that is a big part of your identity. And they are saying that you do well with that, and you are constantly trying to, improve. I guess at that stage, you were always trying to improve yourself. So the education, I think, is just like this great foundation for those of you that have that kind of education. I have connection. A special connection will open doors for you. Maybe a partner, a mentor, a client, a helpful friend. I call them stepping stones. People who are put in your life that they could even come into your life for a very short period of time, but they answer a question in your life that's going on, and they take you to the next level, Spirit just says. So I always see them as stepping stones. They were put in my life, and then you say to them, oh my God, I was just thinking about that. I can't believe you just said that. And then they might not even be in your life. It could be a stranger, a friend, a colleague, anybody. But it is a feeling of answering your questions to move on. Now, part of me feels like this person came into your life to guide you towards this training or this education. You may have been very interested in what they did. You may have seen them as a mentor, as I want to do what they do when I grow up. So it could have been a very big influence in your life, in your past. A person who, I'm going to say, connecting more towards your career of choice or your path as far as work goes. I have an artist. A true artist lives in their art. Let your life be your canvas, and you will create your greatest masterpieces. Now, some of you may be an artist, literally, but it felt more in the sense of an incredible sense of I'm able to tap into my creativity, okay? Whether it's writing, music, speech, business world, marketing, sales, they're saying aesthetics, but it feels like the beauty industry, somebody who might be involved in the beauty industry, a hairdresser, makeup artist, something like that. So it's a tapping into like this God-given talent that isn't necessarily a brush in hand, Spirit saying. They're saying pen in hand. So some of you could be a gifted writer, or you write professionally. So that artistic element is coming out. Gorgeous. I have fear of failure. Oh boy. Your fear of failure can be crippling, especially when it keeps you from even trying. I don't necessarily see a Taurus as not trying, but I do see a lot of pressure on you. I do see either pressure coming from you from competition, or sibling competition, parents that are very demanding, that they want you to succeed. There could have been some pressure on you, get good grades, do well in school, like just some kind of pressure. So I feel like it was almost drilled into you at a certain stage, that you don't have a choice but to be successful. And success comes with a positive attitude and optimism and loving what you do. Somebody can't say you have to be successful. Somebody can't demand it of you, and then otherwise, if you're not successful, you're a complete failure in life, which may be in the back of your mind the lesson that you felt like somebody was teaching you. But I think it's connected to grades in school. I think it's connected to probably in a good way. I mean, I would like to think that all parents just want you to do well in school so that, you can, have an easier life and something like that. But right now, I feel like it felt like a lot of pressure on you. You could have been putting the pressure on yourself, Spirit saying, like an overachiever energy. That's something that you may struggle with. I just go full steam ahead, they're saying, and I just am sometimes putting too much pressure on myself. I have a 9 of Cups. I have an Empress. I have a 7 of Cups. I have a 3 of Wands. That Empress came into me as a child coming into somebody's life at a younger age than what maybe they anticipated. I got pregnant earlier than I thought, but I made the choice. I made the choice to keep the baby. And I'm happy with that choice. I think that choice was good, but it changed the direction of your future. It changed the projection of your future. So that is something that I think you always look at, like that was the kind of moment in time of this is going to change the rest of my life. So some of you, it might have been a surprise pregnancy. It may have been, I wasn't expecting this, but I'm going to keep the baby and I'm going to, be happy about it. So it was a choice, but it felt to me like a projection, like this is the moment your life changed, which of course, but it feels like a pregnancy for somebody out there that was definitely unexpected, and just definitely changed my path 100%. But it was the path you were supposed to be on. So here's the 8 of Cups, like this walking away from something that I can't control, I can't handle. It's emotions. You might not even have ended up with that person. You may have ended a relationship, but went on to be a single mother, single father in some way. So it is a feeling of, I'm just going to move forward, no matter what with this. And it's all going to work out. And it probably did. And you probably have a beautiful child because of it. So everything happens for a reason. And it does change your life, of course, children. I have a 3 of Swords. I have a Knight of Wands, and I have an 8 of Pentacles. The 3 of Swords didn't come into me as a romantic heartache. It came into me as losing somebody that you were very close to at a young age. So it could be you happen to lose, a mother or father in your teens, in your early 20s, something that would be not normal for most people. Like you were way too young to have lost a parent or a sibling. So it feels like somebody in immediate closeness, and everybody said they were too young to die. This shouldn't have happened. I'm going to say tragedy in a sense, whether it was an accident or just a rare illness that happened. But I feel like you were just too young for that to have happened in your life. And that also affected you greatly, having that loss. So there's something going on with the loss. It's not a romantic loss to me. It is a death of somebody very close. So take with you what connects to you, leave with everybody else. This might not connect to everybody. Then I have this Knight of Wands and 8 of Pentacles. I'm going to say just this kind of, they're using the word instilled in me this passion for hard work. Okay. That I learned that hard work pays off. And I learned that if I, really put in my effort, I love what I do. It grows, I get better. I achieve things. I get my arms around things. So just this kind of beautiful, I guess, how do I want to say it? Respect, maybe, for a day's hard work, or people who work hard for a living, and you truly respect them because you know that it's not easy for some of these careers or some of these jobs that people are doing, because you're experiencing it yourself, Spirit just said. So there's this incredible sense of appreciation for, what has been given to you and the type of work that you're doing, because it probably wasn't easy to get there. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you have to share? I have lurking in the shadows. Okay. I'm just going to say it's not so much lurking as, and it doesn't even feel like wounds. It feels like shadow memories that aren't great. They're not wounds. They're not necessarily hurting you. You're not like harping on them, but they were the things that happened in childhood, or things that parents said, or things that somebody said to you, or how you felt about yourself, when you were younger, how you, what you went through. It's just a lot of shadow work. And it's just a lot of kind of, I guess I would think of it as, I don't know if I have to remove them as much as I don't have to harp on them for sure. But they linger for some reason, like a memory, a bad memory would be the best way for me to say it. Just something that I'm not comfortable with. I wasn't happy with at the time. It was hurtful. It was upsetting to me. It was a really bad day, really bad fight with somebody in the family. Just something that kind of, when you think about it, you're like, oh, that was just a horrible time. So it's there. It's not hurting you. It's just a memory, the same as you have good memories and joyful memories that you pop into your head. Like, do you remember when? Some of us or all of us have those kind of hurtful memories from our past that, they're not so much fun to remember. All right, so I think that's what the shadows are. Let's see. I have unrevealed secrets. I think it's a family secret. I feel like it's a some kind of like old family secret. My grandmother went to the grave that one of her children was fathered by somebody else. It's some kind of secret that maybe it sheds its light in your lifetime. Like, oh my God, I had no idea. It feels like some kind of family secret that nobody knew except for maybe 2 people. And then maybe when they got older, it came out of the woodwork, but it just feels like somebody was going to go to the grave with those secrets, and maybe you get to know them or you don't. Planning for my future. I think you're a good planner. I think you've always been a good planner. You're a hard worker. They're saying you've always been focused. Yeah, they're using the word determined with me. So you're very determined. I'm going to say determined to succeed, determined to have a good life, to make the best of your life, they're saying. I have every love song sounds like you. I feel like it's deeper than that. I feel like it's a mixed tape. Like, I mean, do you remember when people used to make mixed tapes for people and like you'd hand them to people like, here, I made this for you, and it has like all these love songs on it. I feel like that felt like a memory to me of literally a cassette tape that somebody made for you. Maybe you still have it. Maybe that's something that really, was important to you. So in the past, I'm going to say that, you're strong. Okay. Nothing's jumping out at me that is, I don't know. I mean, I think your life changed, for those of you that had a child, if somebody had a child at, a younger age than they expected, obviously that was a life-changing event. But even that feels like that was meant to be. Let's see what the present has for you. Let's see what they want to share with me in the present. Okay. Spirit, what do you want me to know moving forward? I have soul whispers. Look beyond the words you hear. What is really being said? Learning secrets. There is I feel like in the present, okay, we're in the present. In the past, you could have always thought there's this really strong sense of there's a family secret. Somebody was adopted and nobody ever told them they were adopted. Somebody had an affair and you had no idea that's, that happened. Or just this feeling of something being kept from everybody. So maybe in the present, it's being revealed. I've heard some crazy stories about like ancestry.com and people finding each other and DNA like not matching with siblings. And, people are like, what do you mean our DNA doesn't match? Like this person has a different father, so something coming to light, maybe as an adult, and you had no idea. I have rising flames. Let your passion guide you. Okay, igniting your soul. I'm going to say in the present, finding yourself. I'm going to say you worked really hard, in your early years, your younger years to, I guess, do the right thing is how I want to say it. Do all the right things. And now it's a chance for you to, they're saying explore. They're saying to break out of your shell. It's a feeling of rising above. It's a feeling of, I don't care what anybody thinks of me. And they're saying trying new things. So you may be at a stage right now where you really want to try something new. You might want to change careers. You might want to make a move. You may want to, if you're starting over in a love relationship, it could be definitely a sense of breaking out of my comfort zone and starting over again. I have a real promise. Release the chains of the past and dance to the rhythm of possibilities. You're free to move. You can do whatever you want. I am definitely feeling that in the present, that you really know that you can do whatever you want with your life at this point, that nothing is holding you back. Nobody's telling you what to do. Nobody gets a vote. Maybe in the past you used to listen to somebody who told you what to do and not to do. But I don't feel like you're there today. And I do feel like you are open to the possibilities, whatever possibility spirit has for you. You're like, I'm wide open. Show me, give it to me. And let's just charge ahead. Higher wisdom. Absolutely. You're trusting your higher power. You are allowing this energy to come into you. I like this open book energy in that card. He's kind of meditating with this open book. So it's very much a feeling of receiving and learning at the same time. So that could be your spiritual growth. That could be, I'm just opening up now to what I'm capable of, how I can connect, how can I receive messages, how do I interact with the universe. So there is a sense of learning. I will say that. We're going to get some letters. I have the letter Z. These could be letters that are connected to you somehow. A high point, a zenith. Okay, doing your best. That I do feel like you have always tried to rise above. I think you've always tried to be the best. Maybe in the past it hurt you in the sense that you put too much pressure on yourself, but there is always this, I want to be better. I want to be better than. I want to be above. And, that's something that as long as it's in a healthy way and it's not an obsessing way, you're challenging yourself. I have divine, a gift from God, seeing into the future, devoted to spirit. Some of you could have had an awakening recently, or you're having an awakening now in your present. You feel more connected to spirit. You're realizing that you have talent or gifts. You are opening up to that possibility. Beautiful. I have an R, a romance, falling in love in your present. Nice. I want to fall in love. I want to be in love. I have an I, looking for the signs and using your intuition. They want you to trust your intuition. They're saying get to know yourself, a little bit of what you're feeling intuitively isn't in your mind. It is real. So they want you to understand that what you're thinking is what's happening. It's not like a daydream or an illusion. It is real. So a little bit of a pinch yourself, right? Energy. But right now you could have a romance coming into your life and they're saying just really trust your intuition that everything's going to work out just fine, is what they just said. I have fast changes, leaving a job. Okay, work changing dramatically, going with the flow. Maybe a shift, quick shift in direction with that, the way the bunny, kind of takes off and goes in different directions. So a little bit of a shift in direction, maybe very quickly. Maybe they shuffle you into a different department. Maybe they ask you to take on additional priorities or responsibilities, something like that. So we could have in the present some changes around work. I have timing. It's all in the timing. I'm going to put that with the romance card. They are saying the time is now. Okay. So you're in the present. The time is now. The timing is good. If you don't have a romantic connection in your life just yet, then, we're still in the present. So it could be happening at any point. So that would be nice. They're putting many choices in front of you. Beautiful. Pick which option is best for you. Okay. You don't have to settle. They're reminding you don't have to settle. Of course, this one's jumping over. I have get ready to start an exciting adventure. Okay. Also a sense of a trip, and they're saying you're climbing steadily financially right now. So maybe you aren't at the peak. Maybe you aren't like your highest earning potential yet, but you are climbing steadily, which is good. Maybe that makes you feel strong or comfortable, financially secure, something like that. But it is a sense of I'm going up in the world, whatever your world is and however you make money. And it could be, they're saying savings, things like planning, savings, big picture things for your future that you're working on or you're thinking about. So those are things that are in your present right now, but it could be that you're starting to get your arms around where am I going to be in 5 years? Where am I going to be in 10 years? Spirit, please share with me. I have a Queen of Swords. I have a Six of Pentacles. I have a Temperance. Beautiful. And I have a Knight of Cups. You definitely have romance coming. You have romance around you. You have a very beautiful give and take energy happening around you as well. You also have more peace in your life, which is nice. They're saying something about you don't feel like you're part of the rat race anymore, whatever that means. Like maybe you felt like you were in the rat race. You were just on a treadmill doing the same thing over and over again. Maybe you made up your mind as that queen to take action, to be out on your own or have flexibility in your work or change your career so you had flexibility. But it's a feeling of I don't want to be just I don't want to be, my mic got unplugged for a second there. I hope I'm okay. I don't want to be a cog in the wheel. I don't want to be just going through the motions of my life. So you're making some big decisions, and you're making some decisions based on what's making you happy. And I feel like you're getting your arms around that in the present. I think that that's really important to know. But the romance,
I'm going to say we definitely have romance right now. So that was a nice message for us. Let's see what they have for you in the future. We want to know, Spirit, what is coming our way? What else do you have for us today? What is it that you need us to hear? Let's see what they're saying. I have outside forces. Okay, you can't control an outcome. Okay, a cycle will shift in the future. An outside force, unknown figures are driving the situation. So something that you can't control coming into your future. I do feel like it's family connected. It feels like it could be around inheritance, sales of homes, money, siblings, something that you really can't control and you just have to kind of muddle through it and get through it. Conflict, they're saying, unfortunately. So it could be somebody that you don't see eye to eye along the lines of something connecting to your family. That could be troubling. That doesn't necessarily mean we're fighting or disconnecting. It just could be troubling. She said, he said, they just said. So they're saying pick your battles and pick them wisely. Okay, something along those lines. I have drama. Beware the troublemaker. So the troublemaker in your family, the person who causes drama, okay, and somebody who it would be over money. So there could be something coming your way with that. So, those situations, they tend to work themselves out somehow. Somehow we all get through them. I have stay in the flow, trust the universe. Trust the universe is going to take care of you in that kind of a situation. I have honest work. It's okay to do something. That's coming into me as putting in additional time. Maybe there's a time in your life where you need a second stream of income. You need to work, maybe you work on the weekends for some part-time salary. Maybe you've got a kid in college, you need some extra cash. So it's almost a feeling of it doesn't matter. It's just extra cash. It's just a job. It's not your identity and it's not your career. It's just like additional income. So maybe we're adding something to our plate. Maybe we want to add something to our plate for, multiple reasons. That's how I feel. I have flashback. People from your past are returning. Little bit of an old flame energy came in. Like I actually have pictures with this person. I actually have, I don't know. I want to say like prom pictures or high school pictures, the high school boyfriend. I pull them out of the closet and say, look, I still have pictures of us. Little bit of a flashback, little bit of a blast from the past energy for somebody. I have freedom. You have a lot more flexibility. You have a lot more freedom heading into your future, freedom with your time. I just felt this incredible sense of more in tune with nature. You could move somewhere that has, more resources like that, walks in the park, birds, bird feeders, like gardens. I don't know, it just feels really relaxing, or just spending time outside, like maybe you didn't have time before that you spent a lot of time outside. So you're really enjoying that, like hanging out on the back porch, that you never used. So it feels like you're more connected. I have wisdom. You're being called to serve as a mentor, a guide in some way, mentoring others, sharing your knowledge with others. They're saying coaching, training, and something along those lines. It could be just sharing your knowledge, whether it's within your field or passions or hobbies. Or I feel like they're using the word tool, TOOL with me, that you understand the tools of the trade. Kind of feeling, and maybe it's your time to pass the torch, that it's your time to teach somebody, what are those tools and how do you use those tools. So there's something going on with the word tool. All right, I'll take it. Spirit, please share with me. I have amazement. Okay, you're in awe. Something wonderful, something unbelievable is going to happen in your future. That they're like fairies to me, little fairy princesses. I'm going to put in the category of children being added to your life, grandchildren, something along those lines. Just this sense of it's unbelievable. It's better than I imagined. It's even better this, better than having my own children because I can play with them and send them home. So I'm going to say that they're saying it's an experience like no other. It becomes like, if not the most important thing in your life, like such an incredible part of your life. So I'm going to put it in the category of children. I am babies, not your babies, somebody else's babies. I have rapid waters. Um, I'm gonna. They have it both. They have both like positive and negative emotions, and I'm gonna put it in the category of the cycle of life. That I have a lot of losses at this stage in my life, but then I have a lot of births, and sometimes you can't wrap your head around it. I'm losing family members on this side, but I'm gaining family members over here. So I just feel like I am struggling emotionally with some of these losses in particular. They could be very big losses. They could be a parent, they could be a spouse, the biggest losses of your life. So it felt with every tear that is shed for a loss, there's a tear that is shed for happiness and joy. So I feel like in a weird way, it's somehow balancing each other, but it's an emotional time in your life, or that you are even just more in tune with your emotions, and you're not afraid to show your emotions either. So that's kind of how I'm feeling. I have a taking from you. Okay, stealing from you. I'm going to put that with that feeling I had earlier with some drama in your family, feeling taken for granted, feeling used. Um, you're the only caregiver, and everybody else walked away. Something that is, I guess, would create some kind of a resentment. But just remember, in those situations, as long as you're doing what you feel like is right for you, that's the right thing to do. Don't worry about what anybody else is doing. Everybody's got to make their own choices in life. I have a special touch, extra love coming in, extra spending, bonding, somebody providing love and bonding to you. So maybe the person that you met in your present is really going to be there all the way through, even these difficult times, the joyful times, drama, family drama, that you can rely on them through, thick and thin. But they're going to be there, and there's still a sense of our love is blossoming. There's still a sense of I'm here for you. So that feels nice. I mean, that feels more like truly a person I'm growing old with. So that felt really good. Spirit, please share with me, what is it that you need us to know at this time? I have a 10 of Wands. I have a 6 of Wands. I have a 9 of Wands. And I have a 10 of Pentacles. Wow, I got to tell you, I just love my tarot cards. They talk to me, I swear to God. It was such a beautiful story, like unfolding about it wasn't easy to get to where I am today. It was a long road to get here, but I'm really proud of the accomplishments I've made. I'm really proud of the things that I achieved in my lifetime. I have wealth and abundance in my future. I've gotten my arms around a sense of security. It wasn't always easy, is what Spirit's saying. Wasn't handed to you. But going back to your past, you had this kind of instilled in you that if you work hard, you can, be and do whatever you want. You will succeed. So, excuse me. So this feeling of it wasn't easy to get to where I am today, but I'm here and I've arrived and I have created the life that I've wanted. So all this hard work is going to pay off. Keep doing it, whatever stage you're at. Okay. The hard work is going to pay off. Spirit, anything about timing around us, anything we should know that's important, important timing. Time will bring a surprise. I gotta tell you, that came into me as infant. It came into me as infant. It came into me as some of you could be wanting to conceive. You just haven't had a chance to conceive in your lifetime yet. And that's still a wish of yours. So maybe that was the surprise that Spirit has for you in your lifetime, that just when you think you're giving up, Spirit gives you this gift of a child. So there was this incredible, the word was infant, whether it's a grandchild or your own. So it was infant. We got a baby. We have a baby. The number 32. Indecision is causing delays. You always have a choice. Spirit's reminding you of don't wait on anybody else. Don't wait for somebody. Okay, part of indecision is the choice that they're not moving forward. They don't want what you want in some cases. So your choices are what is best for you. And I have April being important, the number 18. And I have by the end of the year. I'm going to say a wish come true. What is it that you want? Okay, do you want that romance to come in and confirm a romance that, yeah, this is the one? Like, what is it that you want by the end of the year? I'm going to say make a wish on that. That would be nice. Let's put this out to the universe. Beautiful messages. I want to thank Spirit for this reading today. If you are new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you for being here. Comment, claim it, own it, it's yours. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, check out my website, KathyMamolen.com. In the meantime, we'll see you guys all again in another love messages. Not love messages. I will see you in a love message reading or another general reading real soon. Bye-bye.